Imagine building an algorithm so powerful, so accurate, that a $150 billion company pays you $1 million just to own it. This isn't a startup fantasy. This actually happened. In 2009, a team of machine learning geeks, some of whom had never met in person, cracked one of the hardest problems in recommendation systems. Their solution didn't just win them a $1 million check from Netflix, it quietly rewired the way you and I discover movies, music, and even potential dates. This is the story of how one algorithm changed streaming forever, and the machine learning arms race it ignited.
We have to realize is that Netflix is the ultimate recommendation application in a sense.
The winning algorithm improved suggestions by over 10%.
Where they would offer $1 million to any research group, which would improve the precision of the algorithm by 10%.
Netflix, a medium-sized DVD rental company, was offering a $1 million prize to whomever could improve their suggestion algorithm.
In the mid-2000s, Netflix was booming, but its DVD rental service relied heavily on one thing: getting users to rate and return movies quickly. The faster the turnaround, the more money Netflix made. But their recommendation system, called Cinematch, was stuck. Despite years of work, Cinematch could only predict a user's movie rating with a root mean square error, RMSE, of about 0.9525. RMSE is just a fancy way of showing how close or far your predictions are from actual results. A perfect RMSE value would be 0. Cinematch was producing 0.9525. Not bad, but not good enough. All it took was for one competitor to show up with a slightly better recommender algorithm, and the race would be over. Think of what Google did to Yahoo. All it took was one better algorithm, and the competition was over. Netflix could not afford to let this happen. So in October 2006, Netflix announced a global competition. Improve Cinematch's predictions by 10% and we'll give you $1 million. A 10% improvement on Cinematch meant better predictions, which meant more user satisfaction, which over time means billions more in revenue. $1 million in the eyes of Netflix was an insignificant price to pay for such potential upside. Thousands of data scientists, hobbyists, and AI researchers from around the world were hooked. Everyone wanted to give it a go. More than 40,000 teams from 186 countries joined, but it wasn't brute force that won. It was collaboration and model stacking. By 2009, two teams emerged as frontrunners: Belcore's Pragmatic Chaos and the Ensemble. Both achieved the coveted 10% improvement, but Belcore submitted their solution 20 minutes earlier, clinching the prize. This Frankenstein-esque team was made up of researchers from AT&T Labs, Yahoo, research, and engineers scattered across continents. They combined hundreds of models, including matrix factorization, neighborhood models, and time-aware algorithms. Their secret weapon? Ensemble learning. An ensemble of over 100 algorithms, blending techniques like matrix factorization and neural networks to capture complex user behaviors. It was blending models to average out weaknesses and reinforce strengths. Think of it like asking 100 smart friends for advice. One might be wrong, but if you average them all, you're getting closer to the truth. After years of tweaks and thousands of iterations, Belcore's Pragmatic Chaos hit the magic number: 10.06% improvement over Cinematch. On September 21st, 2009, they were handed the $1 million prize. Here comes the dense part of this video. What made this algorithm so special? But before I get into that, back in high school, I usually wondered where matrix operations, calculus, and other math topics have relevance. And that is a question that I have carried with me for years. If that question has plagued you too, then this part of the video would provide you with some insight, as it has provided me. Let's get into it. So, what made this algorithm so revolutionary? It wasn't just the accuracy, it was the architecture. A modular hybrid recommender system that combined collaborative filtering, which models what people like you enjoy, latent factor modeling, which investigates deep patterns in rating behavior, and temporal dynamics, which investigates how your taste changes over time. This architecture became a blueprint for modern platforms, from YouTube to Spotify to TikTok. And recommender systems have only gotten better ever since. YouTube adopted deep matrix factorization for up-next videos. Spotify blends collaborative filtering with neural embeddings. Tinder, recommender systems optimize your swipe experience too. Today, recommender systems drive over 80% of the watch time on Netflix and 70% of YouTube views. Think about that, 70%. Chances are you discovered this video through YouTube recommendations. If you always wonder how Netflix knows just the right movie to recommend to you, or how YouTube knows just the right video to recommend to you, this is it: recommendation engines. They are the hidden engines of the attention economy. Here's the ironic twist. Netflix never actually used the winning algorithm in production. Why? It was too computationally expensive at scale, and the data privacy landscape was changing fast. In May 2018, the General Data Protection Regulation, GDPR, a strict data privacy law enforced in the European Union, was enacted. GDPR gave users more control over their personal data, required companies to anonymize, secure, and justify any data use, and most crucially, imposed heavy fines on companies that violated these policies. While Netflix's new engine was revolutionary, it required a lot of users users' personal data. In addition to that, algorithm was tailored for DVD rentals, focusing on long-term user ratings. But by 2009, Netflix was shifting towards streaming, where real-time viewing data became more relevant. Due to this and many other reasons, Netflix pivoted to its own in-house deep learning models, trained on real-time behavioral data, click streams, watch duration, and even pause patterns. Regardless, the Netflix prize wasn't a failure. It was a catalyst. It pushed the field of recommender systems forward by a decade and created a public benchmark that sharpened an entire generation of machine learning engineers. The Netflix prize wasn't just a $1 million publicity stunt. It was a glimpse into the future, a future where algorithms decide what we watch, listen to, and even believe. The real legacy of the Netflix prize isn't the winning code base. It's the realization that better predictions shape behavior. And when behavior shapes culture, an algorithm can change the world. So next time, Netflix recommends that eerily perfect movie. Remember, someone somewhere spent years and 100 models trying to guess what you'd love, and they were paid $1 million to get it right. Building machine learning models requires Python. It is quite difficult to escape in today's academic landscape. I created a video on why you cannot escape Python as a science student. Even if you want to, I recommend you watch that video next. Thanks for watching, and I will see you there.